Hey everybody, Punisher88 here, coming to you live with another Thursday review. So, I'm sure there's a couple people out there wondering what I'm reviewing today, since I didn't post anything on the Punisher88 Facebook page. Well, the book I'm reviewing today has been gathering quite a bit of hype online, and when I saw this came out last week, and when I saw how much buzz it was getting, I I said to myself that I want to get an issue so I could review it for you guys. Well, last, well, not last week. Well, the book came out last week, but Monday, just this past Monday, I stopped by my local shop, and at the counter, they have this little stand set up. It's one of those hot picks type of deals. Well, this book was the shop's hot pick, and I was happy they had quite a few issues of it, so I picked one up, and as I said, I decided I would review it for you guys today. The book I'm talking about is Bitch Planet #1 from Image Comics. I'm really looking forward to reviewing this for you guys. It was an amazing read. Just a little word of warning to those of you who haven't picked it up yet and are thinking of picking it up. It's pretty intense. That rated M for mature on the cover is no joke. So just putting that out there. So now that we know what we're reviewing, and now that I have my notes, let's jump right into this, shall we? But first, cue that intro music. Hey everyone, welcome back. So as I mentioned in my intro, today we're covering Bitch Planet #1 from Image Comics. So let's get into it. Now before I start my review, I just wanted to mention that if it seems like I'm reading to you guys, technically I am. I have my notes here next to me, so I'm basically reading off what I read and everything to you guys. And I apologize to those of you out there who are annoyed at that. I mentioned in my Pax Americana review that when it comes to the whole memorization thing and just talking it back to you, that was never one of my strong suits. So just bear with me. We'll get through this and everything will be okay. Cool? Alright. So, another thing I wanted to mention was, and even though I said this in my intro already, to those of you who are about to read this book, be prepared for one heck of a ride. What I mean is, when you have a publishing company, in this case Image Comics, when they put out this book, the way they described it is, they said that this story was like something by Margaret Atwood meeting the Inglorious Bastards. Now you just think about that for a second. Now, anyone about to pick this book up and they read that description, I think the first thing that's going to pop into their head is, I'm in for one hell of a trip. And that is exactly what you're getting with this story. You read Bitch Planet, you're in for one hell of a trip. So, with all that said and done, let's talk about Bitch Planet, shall we? First off, I wanted to talk about the writer. And her name is Kelly Sue DeConnick. And in this type of story, she hits the exploitation vibe, mainly the woman in prison subgenre deal, to a T. Also, I wanted to mention that the moment you see the cover of this book, namely the little catchphrase on the front that says, "Girl gangs, caged and enraged," you kind of get the idea of what you're getting yourself into, or you kind of get the idea of what kind of story you're about to read. And another thing about the book is there's an understanding to this book that it's not going to take itself too serious, which is kind of cool. So it's like a 50-50 thing. The cover itself gives off this image of it's going to be a very tough book. But the flip side to it is it's a story that it doesn't take itself too serious. There's some fun in it and everything. Another thing I wanted to mention about the comic is her writing. And after reading Bitch Planet, I think, to myself anyway, this is some of her strongest writing I've seen in a while. And me being a fan of her work, I was able to, read some of her other stuff that she's done and compare it to this. And at least in my eyes, I stick by that. I say, yeah, this is some of her strongest writing in a long time. Another thing is her dialogue is really good, and in this book, her dialogue really helps move this story along at a good pace, and also she gives the reader some new insight to some of the new characters she's talking about and everything. So from the whole writer part of the book, very good. Let's talk about part of the story itself. So Bitch Planet takes place at the, bear with me, Auxiliary Compliance Outpost. Now, as fancy as that sounds, it's basically just a prison. To be precise, it's a women's prison for those who are non-compliant. A term the reader has yet to learn the meaning of. Well, going into this book anyway. What the comic does really well in this opening issue is she develops the setting perfectly, and she doesn't just give the reader the setting. She gives us some of the inner workings of everything, and the dynamic of the prisoners and the guards, and a way I describe it is she paints a full picture of this place, and how intriguing, and it's basically something readers will gravitate towards when the future issues come out. It's something they could go back on and really get an idea of what this place is really like, the prison, I mean. So let's see here. Hold on. Just getting myself together here, guys. Another thing I wanted to mention is the artwork in this book is pretty darn awesome. The artist on this book is an artist named Valentine Delandro. Hope I'm saying that right. And he basically covers the artwork on the interior of the book, and this rockin' cover, man, it's awesome. Get a good look at it. I know I didn't show it in the beginning, and I held it up fast during the intro, but that is cool. This reminds me of something like what was that movie? I Spit on Your Grave. That really gritty looking, poster. Well, for that movie, kind of sort of reminds me of this cover, which is awesome. So anyway. So Valentine Delandro, he takes care of the interior art and the cover, and the colors and everything are done by another talented artist named Chris Peter. The thing about Delandro is he has a very distinct style, and he uses very heavy shadowing, and he does it extremely well. And you'll see when you guys read this book. This is the kind of art that you want on a book, I think anyway. It's strong, it's stylistic, and it's something to complement the awesome writing. And also, as I like to say, kicking it into overdrive. Peter, whose color style is just, I mean, Normally, his color style is very flat, you know, but with the way Delandro does his artwork and everything, they mesh together perfectly. And these two guys, man, Delandro and Peter, these two guys are truly in sync with each other. Uh, the best example I could give about these two guys, I mean, just in this book alone, is toward the end of the book, there's an amazing panel where, as gruesome as it sounds, someone gets their throat slit, and you just see the blood flows out, and like over the neck and everything, and the person who gets their throat slashed, their lips are highlighted, like the artist highlights their lips and nothing else. But as how do you say, as startling as it is, the image itself, it's like it's begging to grab the attention of the reader, pretty much. I know it may sound a little off me saying it like that, but again, if you read the book, you'll see what I mean. So that was the good, and yes, there are some points I want to make in the bad. There's a few things that are unclear. There's a bit of confusion going on with Miss Collins. That's a character. It's given a bit more oomph at the end of the book, and but I still feel like I'm missing something. All points following the book is a no-brainer, but there's just a few moments here and there that left me scratching my head pretty much. Mind you, it's the first issue, so I'm guessing a lot of this will likely be cleared up by next month's issue. So I don't have a lot of bad stuff to say or whatever. So let's see what else. Bear with me, guys. Also, no, sorry. I'm mixing the order of my notes up here. Okay. So yeah. So by next month, I'm guessing everything will be cleared up for the next issue. So that's about it. So some of the stuff I was a little unclear with in the story, but it's a given. You know, it's an issue number 1. It's not going to be, you know, smash hit, all the detail given to you in one shot, pretty much. So, anyway, that's about it for the bad. You know, nothing serious or whatever. So anyway, my verdict on this book. For a minute here, let's step away from the online hype and promotion and all this stuff. Basically, this book alone, without all the hype and the, you know, everyone selling it to us, you know, read this book. Without all that, this book alone is awesome. And sure, there's certainly a feminism slant towards the book, you know, and if you're the type that gets turned off by things like that, well, here's a little rundown. 1, you're silly, and 2, this book stands on its own as a pretty damn cool book for a first issue. Is this book geared towards female readers? To be honest, I haven't the slightest clue. To me, all I see is a concept that I really dig, and there's some killer art, some killer writing, but hey, the reason why I like it so much is because, 1, I like the whole space thing, and when I'm reading this, it kind of gives me an idea of of a show I watched, and I really hope it returns because I really like it. It kind of gives me a Orange is the New Black kind of feel. Yeah, I'll admit I really like that show. So anyway, I find Bitch Planet deserves the hype it is getting, and it's an issue you should probably give a shot. Give it a go. Since this book is pretty damn badass. Uh, if you're still not sold, well, basically all I can say is there's a whole slew of books out there featuring superpowered loners punching dudes in the face and feeling sad about life, and things that you may find more up your alley. That's about it. All in all, it was a great book. It was a great read. Do I recommend it? Oh, hell yeah. This book should still be easy to find. I mean, it just came out last week. So, yeah, I urge you guys to go get it. Check it out. Again, for the third time, be prepared when you're going into this thing because, again, the whole rated M for mature lives up to that rating. So, there are some boobies in there. So, for the younger ones who think the cover looks cool, they might go, oh, hey, I want to read this, so be ready for that. Anyway, so I hope you like this review. If you like some of my other stuff, don't be shy to check them out. I make new reviews every Thursday and Saturday. Thursday being a current comic, Saturday being a back issue. Also, I do unboxing videos. I should have an unboxing coming up soon because I think the December Loot Crate's going to be coming in soon. So I look really forward to doing that. As I said when I started my channel, this is basically my promise to my viewers and subscribers, the whole unboxing thing. So that's that. What else? Oh, after I finish doing this video, I mentioned this in my little haul video I just posted a couple hours earlier. I'm going to be doing a video showing you guys what the books look like that you can vote on for the Christmas episode. So I'm going to get around to that either right after I post this or later on when I get home after work. I'll do the video there. So keep a lookout for that. And now I'm going to head over to the Punisher88 Facebook page, and I'm going to set up the poll for you guys to vote on. Sound cool? Alright. So, in the great words of Mr. Art Spiegelman, people, remember, comics are the gateway drug to literacy. I'm sorry if I nerd out a bit every time I say that, but it just sounds so cool. Anyway, let's see, before I just start rambling, okay, the comics coming up, video, check out the other stuff. Oh, and while checking out the other videos, if you like anything, feel free to comment on any of them, like any of them, share them. Don't be shy to subscribe if you like, I got something brewing for the subscribers, just to put that out there. So anyway, I don't want to make this video go too much longer than the 16 minutes and 42 seconds it already is at. So till next time, I'll see you guys later today, and I'll see you guys on Saturday. Laters!